Hello, friends. I hope you're doing well. My name is Dragonfly9078, and as you may have noticed, this is not Dungeons and Dragonfly because this is not a character build. Instead, this is, like the Christmas special I did last year, this is an actual game. I decided for International Tabletop Day to actually run a game. Although, I say run a game, I didn't actually run the game. I played in the game, as you will see if you're watching this video. Um, so I got together with a couple of the people from my own weekly D&D group, several of whom you may have seen in the Summer Cramp Christmas special. Actually, I think the only one you didn't see in that is the one who's running it. Um, but she's in my weekly game, and she's great person, great D&D player, and so but she'd never DM'd before. So, but she said she had an idea for a one shot. So I said, hey, why don't you do it for my channel for International Tabletop Day? It could be fun. And so she agreed, and we got some people together, rolled up 5th level characters. I'm using the build that should be releasing on the same day as this video. And I'll go through that in just a second. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoy the game. Um, I am playing as Marceline, the Vampire Queen, who, like I said, the video for her should be going up today as well. We were only level 5, so I have her as 3 levels of Warlock and 2 levels of Druid, nothing above that. So, I have my Form of Dread, I have my Wild Shape, um, I have my Flight, of course, because that's a racial thing. Um, and for my invocations, I have Armor of Shadows and Mask of Many Faces, but it's definitely a much reduced version of the build. So I had a lot of fun with this. She definitely didn't do bad for her first time DMing, at least in my opinion. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and happy International Tabletop Day.
Okay, so basically, y'all took an ad to visit a castle because there's a missing kid. The reward is 200 gold split between y'all because that's all she can afford, the mother of the missing child. Um, so basically, it's like a week after he disappeared, and you were all just standing in front of this 15-foot tall gate.
Okay.
Intro. There it is.
All right. So, what do you guys think?
Yay.
Did we meet beforehand, or did we just all meet up at this castle at the same time, coincidentally?
I will let y'all do your intros because I don't know.
Also,
I shall be happy to.
have we a map of where we are, or are we just at this gate looking at this house?
Well, I have a map of the inside. I don't have a map of the
Inside,
gate.
that's fine. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we see this castle.
Yeah, the gate is 15 feet tall.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's wrapped in chains, and there's a huge padlock on it. What?
All right. So yeah,
Alright.
let's go ahead.
Introduce yourselves, I guess.
A small, bald dwarf, no beard, wrapped in a very shoddy robe under which you can see a surprisingly intricate set of scale armor that belies a degree of wealth that you would not expect from this figure, steps up to the gate and rattles the chains a little bit. What an interesting conundrum. Somebody does not want us to get inside, I think. Ah, my companions. Good. So good you could come so quickly. I am Saint Abricht. I, you see, was the one who put up the ads. I was spoken to by the mother, and we discovered that there was a so-called curse or haunting of some sort on this place. Very nasty stuff. I thought it would be useful if we had a little bit of extra muscle, as they say. am Saint Albrecht. A pleasure to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
Hey guys.
May I ask your names, bold companions of mine?
And the reason why you took the ad, if you want to too, please. Thank you.
So you see a tall Earth Genasi woman, and she is mostly this sort of almost slate iron gray, like unforged iron, with deeper veins of what looks almost like tattoos, but given that she's pretty much made of rock, it's almost like inlaid iron veins that make the designs of the tattoos. And she has this sort of almost copper cable hair coming out. She's dressed in hide armor and has a bunch of axes strapped over various parts of her. She sort of nods her head. Goes, I'm Freda Eisenskella.
Freda Eisenskillo?
Freda Eisenskella.
Frida Eisenskala?
Freda Eisenskella.
Cool, got it.
Does that work?
Freda will do.
Freda, I think I have it. You are very fine work. Are you some sort of golem, pray chance? I've seen such fine displays of metalworking back home.
Where is your home?
Oh, very, very far from here. Beneath the mountains at the far edge of the coast. Oh, all this air and rain and sun. It's all very depressing. I don't know how you people manage it.
I don't like it either. I'm
Yeah.
from North.
I'm not huge on the sun.
And what is your name, good sir?
Ma'am.
Good ma'am. Good ma'am.
Okay, so, you see a young-looking woman, pretty skinny, a bit lanky, kind of grayish, bluish skin with extremely long hair. Also has an axe strapped to her back, but it's one large, like, battle axe looking thing. And if you look closely, you notice she's not actually touching the ground. She's kind of floating off of it a little bit. And she just grins and says, "Hey guys, I'm Marceline, the Vampire Queen."
At that, you see St. Albrecht grab at his holy symbol and start waving it around in the air in front of you. Ah, the undead! They follow me no matter where I go. Please do not steal my precious lifebloods.
Dude, you invited me. You put up the ad. I'm here to answer the ad.
Oh, well, I have to admit, it not occurred to me that vampires would be looking for bounty work. But, I suppose any hand is good in a storm, as they say.
Well, I've got two hands, so...
Are you
Good.
both here for coin?
Nah, I'm more interested in the house.
Coin has little interest to me. I am here simply to make sure that whatever deep haunting on this place is removed and its spirit put to rest where it belongs, in the ground, several feet under the earth, not being rained on. You know how it is.
Yes. I also am not seeking coin.
Oh,
I
so
seek...
you're saying that bounty notice was completely useless then? Damn.
Well, I mean, I'll take it if I don't find what I'm looking for, but yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind some extra gold.
I seek glorious death.
Glorious death?
Yes. I wish
You
to
might.
die as a warrior. And if no worthy opponent is found, I will keep looking.
Oh, I'm sure that's fine then. If you die in here, then I'll make sure that you're rightfully buried under the ground too.
Do not.
Oh, okay.
Leave me where I lie.
That would be very smelly very quickly. Although,
I
I
am
suppose maybe
not made of what you are made of. The important part is my spirit, which will return to the halls of my fathers to feast forever and black out every night.
Ooh, spirits. I'm good at those.
All right, let's get killing.
Quite. Just we need to get past this gate. St. Albert reaches out and tries to see if there's any weakness in the chain. He's going to do inspection to just sort of feel it out, sense any sort of rusted segments that might be damaged or broken.
Go for it.
All right.
Investigation, I guess.
Investigation.
Oh, okay. It looks a little dirty, but like still pretty like sturdy though.
Strong metalwork.
Oh, quick question. What time of day is this?
Oh, it's like late night, like almost midnight kind of.
All right.
It's past my bedtime.
Well, I don't know. I'm sure we all have dark vision, but I'm holding up a handful of fire just to light stuff a little bit.
Got it. No.
Can I try to just like kick the door open?
Strength check. Ooh, I guess. Is that what it is?
Typically athletics is strength-based actions, and acrobatics is dexterity-based actions.
Let's do athletics.
Yeah, you're trying to break the chain.
19.
Okay, yeah, you got it. It's gone. He like fucking busts the gate open. Like the gate almost like falls off the hinges.
Nice. All right, I draw my axe and I walk forward.
All right. As you walk forward, everything around you is just like dead and musty. There's just bones everywhere of like animals, humans maybe, rotten wood from like the old stables of the castle. And as you get to the front door, it is also locked, but instead of a lock, it's wrapped in vines. And like the wood is all warped and stuff.
Oh, cool. I'm just gonna I'm gonna throw my handful of fire at the door.
Okay. I don't know what you roll over that. It's fire. Okay, I guess it.
I'm trying to.
Is it damage?
Yeah, actually. Throw fire.
Is this like a firebolt? I don't know.
Sorry. This is the produce flame spell, which is this.
You can also attack the flame.
Also, feel free to, if a player ever comes up with a creative solution that you think is good enough to resolve an issue, feel free to just basically say, yeah, that works, and you do the thing that works. And don't feel restricted to the actual mechanical systems.
Yeah.
Dope. Yeah, so fire. Well, yeah, it's old wood, so it's gone. Door's gone.
All right, I'll light up another handful of fire.
All right, so
careful, Miss Queen. We must be careful not to burn down this old ruin. You know how tinderboxy these things can be.
Sure.
It doesn't happen to be a dark and stormy night, does it?
I mean, based off the audio, it's pretty dark and stormy.
So, like, is it actually, like, raining, though?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully I did the map correctly. Let me do this. I hope nothing is showing. Can you do you see everything or just yourselves?
Yeah.
See just ourselves.
Cool. Okay, I did that correctly then.
Yep.
Cool.
I don't see the entirety of the map, but I do see the little entrance hall that we're in.
Perfect.
Checkerboard floor, stairs in front of us.
Yes, that's what I wanted. Okay, so as you walk in, go to my paper. As you walk in, you see the lodge foyer. Everything is broken as shit. It's like dusty as hell.
Man, this place has seen some better
There's
days.
yeah, and you see 2 doors to your left and 2 doors to your right.
One thing,
Go
Sticky,
at it.
if you
Yes.
right-click on the tokens, you can then
Okay.
go to options for the tokens and select what player the token is supposed to represent, so we have control of them.
Oh, did I not already do that?
I have control of mine.
I do
I
not have
don't.
control of mine, curiously.
Oh, did you not? Oh, that's my bad.
You're good.
I know how this works. Oh yeah, I didn't put it on yours. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
Yay. And let me just make sure I did it for the other one too.
Woo.
There we go. We should all be good now. Everything's fine.
Now, when you say there's 2 doors to each side, are they separate doors or are they like double doors?
Oh, they're separate doors.
Okay. So there's 4 doors leading out, and what's at the top of the stairs?
Top of this. Oh yeah. If you look up to the top of the stairs, you're just gonna see a huge painting of a man, a woman, and 3 children and a dog. 2 boys and 1 girl.
Are there more stairs leading somewhere, or does it just end at the painting?
I guess from the angle you're at, you probably can't really see.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to go
We'd
up.
have to go to the top of the stairs to see. We'd have to get to the top of the flight of stairs to see what's beyond.
Yeah.
Okay. So, where do you guys want to start?
I will start walking towards the right.
Also, question, just cause, are you guys just going all in, or are you gonna try to be stealthy?
I'm gonna be a little stealthy.
Okay.
I will attempt
Just
to be
wanna
stealthy.
know.
You see the comical figure of the dwarf basically carefully hiding his weapons away, bundling up in his cloak, and trying to tiptoe across the stone floor, attempting to not knock any stones around. But you can tell that stealth is not his strong suit.
I will just say, for the fun of it, everyone roll stealth.
That would be a 7.
Okay.
Worth noting, I don't know that I'm like actively trying to be stealthy, but again, my feet are not touching the floor. I'm just kind of floating.
You can have advantage, I guess. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
Sure. All right, so 18 then.
Cool. Okay.
Alright.
Y'all are fine for now.
All right, so where's Alfredo walking?
I believe you said you were heading toward the right, toward the door here, on this side.
Oh, Alfredo is me?
Alfredo.
Alfredo.
Miss Alfredo.
Sorry,
You think
I'm
we should
absolutely
explore this
not.
area first?
I will not stand for this.
Who knew we brought Dusty along?
No, it's Freda, right?
Freda!
That's what I said, Freda.
Yeah.
All right, so it's Freda.
Yeah. Like, Freda.
That doesn't help.
Like,
I'm sorry, I don't know how to read that.
Wait, so which door are we doing?
the right.
Okay. That one. Okay.
Yeah.
Reveal
And-
area.
Actually, while I'm thinking about it, since Leanna did that, can you also put your name in the chat? Just because I can't. It's like Saint Albrecht or something.
Yep.
So when you go into that room, you see a dining hall. It's just a
Albrecht. Okay.
yeah. So it's just a dining hall with like moldy fruit on top of the table. Everything's just kind of like thrown to shit. And for the fun of it, are you looking for anything, by the way?
Yeah, we'll look around a bit.
Something
Okay,
to fight.
investigation.
There is not a small child hidden in this room, right?
No, there. Well, you have to do investigation to find out.
Not
I
that
just
we
got-
immediately see.
I just
No.
got
While
that
they're doing that,
one.
I'm going to stand watch outside the room with perception to sort of keep an eye out for anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Not one investigate.
Lovely. Alright, so you just see a bunch of old, gross, moldy food, really.
Okay.
Nice.
Nothing really too special.
Okay. As we're leaving, I'm gonna sneak up behind Albrick, and I'm gonna use disguise self to.
Okay.
You know how Marceline does her like transformy vampire face?
Yeah.
That's what I'm using disguise self.
Hell yeah.
So I'm going to do that, grab him on the shoulder, and hiss in his face.
Alright, and you react how you'd like.
Do you want me to make like a save to resist being terrified by this ordeal?
Sure,
I don't know.
if that's how that works, I don't know.
It's up to you to some degree. Let me think.
I'm literally just like pranking you.
Yeah.
Let me see if Albert spotted you or heard you coming up behind.
Oh yeah, like I
No,
guess stealth versus perception.
Well, I rolled a 7.
Okay.
And my stealth is 13.
Okay, yeah. So
Alright.
yep, you shit yourself.
I leap up a foot in the air and immediately turn and pull out my holy symbol and start swinging it at you frantically, just in your face. Ah! The foul spirits, they come at last to take me below. You will not have me, you beasts. You will not.
My face is back to normal, and I'm just like laying on my back, still floating in midair, just laughing my ass off.
That is most rude, Miss Queen. I must say, we do not brook with that kind of behavior at the monastery.
Well, we're not at the monastery, are we?
No, we had 3 square meals and warm beds, and no rain at the monastery.
That was funny. I'll give you that much.
Well, at least, I suppose the advantage of being a proud warrior, Miss Genocide, is that you ain't afraid of no ghosts.
I kill him.
Alright, James is dead. Bye.
After saying that pun,
ignore.
Albert quickly turns and runs like a coward across the room to the next door and throws it open.
Okay. It's a
There
jacket
not
closet.
I guess
It's a jacket.
I guess we're not doing stealth anymore.
I guess not. Yeah, it's a jacket closet. Just a lot of bugs in there.
I do a investigation to see if there's anything of value hidden
Cool.
amongst the moldy clothes.
Go ahead.
Do not worry, Saint Albrecht is well known for his keen eagle eyes. Nothing escapes my sight.
Okay.
I got a 17. I did not expect that to actually be good.
Unfortunately, there's nothing really in this room. You find like 2 platinum.
For example, my keen eagle sight noted there was nothing of value here. Let's turn around.
I mean, hey,
it's just
that's
mostly
a
bugs.
that's
Mostly dead, but some alive.
that's what, a tenth of our reward, right there.
Yeah.
Fair point, fair point. If you wish to collect the money, I see no reason not to leave it to you. Ooh,
Wait,
you
is that
just reach down?
Is that a chest?
Oh, did you put a chest in there? I didn't really
I
notice
just put clothing adjacent things in there. It could be
Oh.
just like a chest of
Okay.
like boots. or
Okay,
something.
just like a trunk of clothes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
As you take the platinum, whoever of you wants to take it, you just see Averick reach down, grab a particularly plump beetle, and just toss it in his mouth.
Oh.
I've seen better,
Okay.
tasted better. Terrible service.
I won't lie, that's weird as shit.
Surely you know that the dwarves of the western coast are famed for their insect farming. I make a just absolutely killer cicada souffle.
Like I can eat dirt to like sustain myself, and I still think that's kind of weird.
Well, surely you have bugs in the dirt, nice little crunchy bits that go pop.
I mean,
No,
I eat shades of red, so
I'll keep an eye out for any red beetles if you like.
no,
I'm
I'm
going
good.
to die. I'm going to die in the company of a bunch of weirdos. Oh God. Okay. Let's keep going.
All right.
You going in this room?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll perception, please.
Great. I'm so good at that. Oh, actually, hold up. Oh, 6.
Okay. Let me do a thing real quick. You rolled a 6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you don't notice them.
Great. I
that's
walk
good.
into the
4 skeletons
Oh,
show up
good.
and attack you.
Yes.
Surprise round on you, cause perception.
Are we doing
Yeah.
initiative?
Sure, but they get one hit on
Yeah,
her just because
yeah.
I want them to.
They've got a
But yeah,
surprise
roll
round.
initiative.
7.
Does where are skeleton stats? Does a 13 hit you?
No.
Cool. Okay, so that skeleton misses. Yeah, initiative time. Oh, I need to put the initiative thingy on. Where is it?
Yep.
I don't know. Okay, there it is. That's the thing. So I get. Are the skeletons all separate or?
I usually run
Oh.
mobs as one initiative thing, although
Just
you have to
on
also
the
make
same
sure
turn.
that, yeah, just because it's easier to keep track of.
Okay. So I just do it.
Easiest way to do it is just to roll secretly and then right-click on the token that you want to add initiative for, and then just type in the number for their initiative.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. You just hit add initiative, and then you can just type in 10 for me, 7 for Dan, etc.
Okay.
It's one of the many roll-20 interface things that the tutorials do not tell you very well.
Well, they rolled like shit. So, don't gotta worry about that.
Worry? I never worry. I have the nerves of steel and the bravery of, I don't know, wrought iron. Something hard and metallic. You know what I mean?
Sure I do. Oh, yeah. There it is. That's how I do it. Add turn. Oh, okay. Cool. 6. And what did... Oh, you got 14?
Mm-hmm.
So you add 14. And you go... Alright, so I guess you're first.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to rage.
Okay.
I go, yes, at last. And I draw my great axe.
Okay.
And I am now in a rage. Damage. Oh, cool. Okay, I'm going to hit the fuck out of the one in front of me.
Alright. Roll to hit.
My axe.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, natural 20.
Oh, shit. Okay.
First attack of the game.
For a total of 27 damage.
He's gone.
No,
Like,
sorry, that
he
was
does
not
it-
27 damage. It was more than that.
Okay, well,
Oh,
that
sorry, it wasn't
skeleton-
27. It was more than 27.
that skeleton never existed in the first place.
He's dead, Jim.
He's like, it's dust. Everything's gone. You like
For the love
erased
of God.
his whole like lineage, it's gone.
I made his mother
It's just fucking gone. Anything else?
Yes, I have another attack.
Oh yeah, level 5.
I'm going to turn and I'm going to hit the other one next to him. That's a
Right,
12.
I
12.
think that doesn't hit. Their AC is 13.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. It's, unfortunately, you like kind of go through like one of the holes in the rib cage, so it doesn't really hit.
Just between the ribs.
Just in between the ribs.
Nice.
All right. Next is Dwarf Boy. I forget your name. I'm so sorry. Are you a dwarf? I can't remember.
I am, in fact, a dwarf of the Western Coast. Hi, we're very well known around these parts.
I'm very bad at names.
Saint Abric steps forward and just sort of politely pushes past you. Excuse me, Miss Barbarian. One moment. Pardon me. He reaches up, pulls out from underneath his robe a massive mace that's about as big as he is tall, and just says, "Oh, Lord Neptune, please break these bony boys," and smacks it across the head. And
Alright, roll the hit.
he smacks it. I am on the spell page. Where is the hit page? Two-handed.
Two-handed, fun.
It's an 8.
Unfortunately, no. That there.
Neptune,
Yeah.
I need a bit more strength here. You're not giving me all you can.
Yeah, you're just too short. Just nah.
I can't quite reach its head to bash at him.
Not really. Anything else from you?
That's all I got right now, as far as I know.
Okay. Marceline.
All right. I'll float on over. Can I just like float over Freda's head, and get in the room?
How tall are you, Frida?
Oh, probably like 6'5".
I guess you can
Big
I have
leggy.
to close the door.
Well,
You can probably squeeze through. You're very lanky.
either way, I basically just want to get line of sight on, say, this one.
I mean, yeah, I'm not standing straight up. I'm probably in some sort of, knees bent attack pose.
Okay. I'll just like
Sure, yeah.
float. I'll just float straight up until I can see this one at the far end, and I'll just throw my handful of fire at him.
Cool.
So that is.
You roll for that, right? I don't know how
That is a 23 to hit,
100%.
and that's 11 damage. 11 fire damage.
He is barely holding on right now. Like both his legs are gone, but he still has his arms. He just burned up his legs. He's just crawling.
All right, that's my turn.
It's your turn. Okay, skeleton turn now. So, the one you tried to hit, Albrick.
Yeah.
That's how you say the name? Okay, Albrick, yeah, he's gonna hit you. Rolling for that. 19? Well, actually, hold on. 23.
23 absolutely freaking hits me.
Lovely. So, I'm just gonna go with the normal damage. You only take 5 damage. Piercing.
Okay.
Yeah. Guess the map. Okay. This one will also attack you because you're right in front of it. And fuck it, all 3 of them are gonna attack you.
Lord Neptune, they're ganging up on me, Lord Neptune. Please, protect.
And what are these guys attacking with? Short swords?
Yeah, short swords.
Okay.
Does a 18 and a what is that? 22 hit.
Both of those do in fact hit. Oh dear.
So combined 10 more damage, 10 more piercing.
Lovely.
Yeah. Alright, and that's all skeletons can do, I think. So, next in turn is Frida.
I guess I'm just gonna try to step more into the room if I can get there, and I'm
Just
gonna
squeeze through.
hit that guy with my
Hell
axe.
yeah. Alright.
What do I
That,
hit?
yep. Yep, that's
15
it.
damage.
And dead. Gone. Obliterated.
I roar with anger.
How come it works when you do it?
I am so frustrated that none of these can kill me. I'm going to swing again.
Okay.
15 to hit.
Oh, that barely hits him.
10 damage.
This one he loses one arm and like one leg, but he's like barely standing still.
It's just a flesh wound.
It is a flesh wound.
Even though I don't have any flesh. Yo!
Come on.
Anything else?
I say, give me a challenge.
Okay. That's your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, Albert.
Alright. Albrecht, now in desperate straits, and quite badly wounded, thank you very much, is
Lovely.
going to reach out. Is going to reach out with this holy symbol and strike out with a furious thunder wave with a loud crack that fills the tiny room.
Ooh. Okay.
And try to hit both the guys in front of him, basically.
Let me Google what Thunderwave does, because I forgot, even though I have the spell.
I hit the spell thingy.
Oh, is it there? Okay, cool. I didn't see it for a second. 15-foot cube. Constitution saving throw. Okay. What is their constitution? Oh, okay, cool. So there's 2 of them left. Okay, so what do they have to save against? A 15?
15. Constitution.
So one succeeds, one fails.
Alright.
So it's
So
So
James,
one of them is
you roll 2d8.
2d8, that's right.
yeah, so one of them takes full damage and is pushed 10 feet, and then the other
sad.
takes half.
Alright, well.
Ooh, okay.
Whichever one is pushed, I will push them 5 feet away from me. You basically see me being pelted by their short swords, and I go, "Get away! Get away! I said, get away!"
Okay, so is there even 10 feet here? So like, yeah, this one gets pushed back right here.
Yeah, just get shoved up to the wall, probably.
Okay, and he takes 4 damage, and the other one takes 2. Cool. All right. Anything else from you?
I look at my holy symbol like, is this thing defective? That was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. Damn it.
Where was the earth-shattering kaboom?
I am going to disengage and just sort of sneak back and hide behind Marceline, basically.
Oh, that's an action.
Got it.
Oh, that is an action? You're right, alright. No, I don't
Oh, I was just like, are you a rogue or something? What?
No, you're right, you're right.
Okay.
I'm too used to having legendary actions to screw with people.
Wait, cleric rogue, that's an idea. I'm into that. New character idea. Alright,
I'm done.
Marceline.
Alright, so they're both looking pretty beat up, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I forget. The one you hit, Frida, you did 10 damage? The one in front of you?
Frida?
Say that one more time.
Oh, you did, the one in front of you took 10 damage earlier, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that one actually is barely holding on, like on death's door right now.
Okay, and the one that got pushed is the one I hit for 11.
This one?
Like
this one. 11 to hit?
That was the one I hit for 11 earlier with my fire.
Oh, yeah. Was it?
Yeah.
That one might actually be
Oh,
dead.
oh yeah. In that case, they're dead. My bad.
No worries.
Okay.
I am
Cool.
going
Okay,
to...
so it's just this one.
All right. Well, I'll just throw fire at it.
Cool.
That seems to be working so far. So I'm
Yes.
gonna keep it up. 21 to
Yep,
hit,
okay,
7
they're dead.
damage.
Well,
Burn to ashes. Okay, so first room done. Yay.
Cool.
I just sort of climb to my feet and dust myself off. Yeah, that wasn't so bad at all. I think we walloped them quite good, don't you think?
Regrettably.
What, did you
None of
want them
them.
to stab you? Oh, right, you said you did want them to kill you. Oh.
Yes, obviously. I do
I-
not have time for weaklings.
I mean, if you want, I can kill you. Or at least I'll give it a
but-
shot.
No, it's not the same if you do it as a favor. It would feel like I'm, it's like I have to do it for real
Alright, fine.
with a foe. Thank you, though. That's very sweet.
I sort of sagely nod and say, of course, you have to earn the death you seek. I suppose that makes sense.
Mm.
You said there was another door
Cool.
leading out of here?
Yeah, but do you want to look in the room just in case of anything?
Oh, yeah. I will.
Just
I'll
saying.
shuffle down to my knees and do a quick glance around the bones, see if there's anything salvageable in the room.
Okay.
Perhaps
Yeah.
these rusty old weapons might have some value to them.
Investigation, please?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. All right. So you look under the beds and you find a broom with a couple of runes on it.
A broom?
A
It appears to
broom.
be enchanted of some kind. Do either of you have
Yeah.
knowledge of the arcane arts?
Holy shit, I actually do. Yeah,
Hey.
I'll take a look at it.
I guess
hand the broom
arcane.
over to you.
18 Arcana.
Nice. So basically, this is a flying broom. But the only thing is you have to figure out what the word to make it work is.
I see.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, can we tell what language the runes on it are?
Let me double check something.
I can read runes.
Wait, is it not like I can just make it any language?
Yeah, feel free.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
What
tell me.
languages do you speak?
I speak Dwarvish, Common, and Infernal.
Okay.
I speak primordial. Giant.
I've got Common, Infernal, and Druidic.
Yeah, it's none of those languages.
Alright.
Tragic. Simply tragic.
And I don't have comprehend languages. Okay. Alright, well, I'll say, well, it's a broom. You ever seen a witch fly on a broom? Because that's what this does. You just have to figure out how to work it.
I
Mysterious.
grab it and I say, Fliega! Does it fly?
Nope.
I toss it to the side and say, it's garbage.
I pick up the broom and,
Okay.
lifting my holy lightning bolt, I whisper up to the sky, "Oh Lord Neptune, please grant this poor cleaning implement the wings that you did not grant me in life." And then I try to sit on it and see if it flies.
Roll luck. Is there a luck thing? Can you roll a dice to just see if you're lucky? Is that a thing?
Just a d20 roll?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I will go for that. D20. Woo. 12.
works.
I'm quite startled as I start lifting myself up on the ground. I didn't expect that to work. How do I
He's
land
like
this thing?
now eye height with me.
Yeah. And
And
the
probably me,
broom
actually.
goes- You have
Miss,
a flying speed of well, how much do you weigh, I guess?
that is a very good question, actually. I weigh. I did not write down my weight. Give me a second. I can find this out. I weigh probably about 200 pounds.
You have a flying speed of 30.
All right, that is 5 feet faster than I could walk. Magnificent.
Cool. So yeah, you have a flying broom now. First
Yeah.
magic item.
Very nice.
All right.
I proceed
Next
to just
room?
sort of float alongside Marceline.
Yeah, I'm like literally flying circles around you. I'm
Yeah,
just
you see little puffs of like little smoke rings coming out of the back. It's like pop, 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 pop.
I'm just picturing you like sitting astride it and moving kind of shakily, like your first time on ice skates or something. And I'm just like literally flying in circles around you.
And
Afraid these
Freda's
things
just
don't seem to come with training wheels.
like standing perfectly still, watching both of you. Like, what?
All right, so is there another door here?
Oh, there's one more door on the top right.
All right,
We go.
Okay.
open the door.
All right. This time there are no secret skeletons. This is just a normal room. I guess
Insight
make
check on the DM.
inside. You
Is it
all
just a
die.
normal room?
The floor is lava and you're gone.
Haha, we can fly.
Oh,
No
true.
lava will touch me now.
I guess make investigation. Oh yeah.
Is there a kid in
You
there?
don't see shit. Yeah, no
Please
kid.
scared missing children. No.
All right, cool.
Any
Let's go up the
skeletons?
stairs then. Oh,
Okay, and
I'll relight my hand on fire. By the way.
as you're walking out, can you give me perception, please?
Both of us?
Anyone who walks out of that room, yes.
I did not enter the room.
Neither did I.
14.
All right. Oh, so you only walked
Just
in?
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I opened the door and then she kind of just like shoved past.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything.
Cool. I'll float up the stairs.
All right. Going up
Alright.
the stairs? Okay. So you go up to the stairs and you see two more stairs, one on the left, one on the right.
Can I examine this painting?
The painting?
Yes.
What are you looking for?
I mean, mostly I'm just like looking at the painting itself. Not really looking for anything specific, but I mean, if there's any kind of like secret doors or anything, probably not. I'm really just inspecting the painting.
It's just a normal painting.
Right.
I am going to do an insight check on it and see if I can sort of gauge what the people in the painting were feeling when it was made. See if there's any significance there, any hidden secrets regarding the content of the painting.
Interesting. Yeah, give me an insight.
They do call me an expert on the human condition. You can't have a psychopath that doesn't know what these human folk. Where's the insight button? There it is.
But aren't you like not
Okay.
human?
I mean, I am not human, this is true, but I was sent amongst the humans to help guide them to their graves so they will not find themselves, waking up as zombies or skeletons, accidentally digging down into our tunnels, making a mess of everything. See, little known fact, zombies usually don't dig up, they usually go down, and that's where we live, so it's very inconvenient when you have to keep cleaning zombies out of your minds.
Right,
Fascinating.
so 15 or 17? Is it 15?
It would be a
or
15.
17?
I cannot figure.
15.
I'm having that same problem you guys had, where it's like, how do you turn the advantage off? What the hell?
On your
Oh, so
character sheet,
yeah, there's gonna be a little like cog thing that you can press, and
it's
then
next
like
to
on
the
the right
spells
side,
sheet.
What's
yeah,
next to the spell? Oh, I see.
and there's like an option that says you can either always roll with advantage, don't roll with advantage, or have an advantage toggle. I
Advantage.
prefer advantage toggle. I don't know about you though.
Same.
I've fixed it. Okay, cool.
Cool. Alrighty. So, um, the interesting. The man in the picture, he just kind of looks like he's over it, doesn't really care too much, just wants this picture to be over with. The mother, she kind of looks like she's trying to hold herself together, really. Like, you can tell, like, in her eyes that she's not having a good time. Same thing with the oldest daughter. She looks like just very sad for some reason. The two little boys look like they don't really give a shit. They're just like, I want to leave. I'm like done with this. And then the dog is just being cute.
Do we know anything about this house, like who it belonged to, or I suppose the names of these people?
You know the castle is named Castle Burchard.
Burchard?
Yeah. If you want to know anything about the family, I guess history check.
History. History. Holy shit.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn. All right. So, basically, the Burchard family was a royal family like a long time ago. Uh, they kind of like watched over the land and everything. They were a normal family from what the townsfolk could see. You don't really know much about their personal life. All you know for some reason is they just disappeared out of nowhere and just the family just stopped existing for some reason. Yeah.
I hope they found good deaths.
Miss Freya, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that there's no such thing as a good death.
Well, okay.
Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm sure yours will be just lovely.
Thank you for the question. Okay, I'm going to go up the stairs to the left.
I
To the
will
left?
follow along. Yep.
To the
Okay.
left. To the left.
All right, so you go to the left and you see a hallway. From where y'all are standing, you see two doors on the left, and you see a corner you can turn to on the right.
I'll float down the corner alongside Marceline and just sort of peek around it.
Alright, so
I'm
you
not
go
peeking.
down.
I'm just going straight in.
Miss
So
Marceline,
you,
do be careful.
So on the right you see two more doors. So two doors on the left, two doors on the right.
2 doors down.
I'll keep
2
floating.
doors down.
I'll just keep following this hallway, pretty much.
Okay. So you go past the hallway.
I'm gonna move like slowly down the hallway and try to listen behind the doors as I pass them.
Alright, I guess perception?
Very bad. I'm rolling like
Yeah,
shit.
you don't really hear anything. Alright, so you go down the hall and you see a set of big doors.
All right, I'll rejoin the group.
There's many paths to take, friends, but our priority must be to find that poor child. Must be her somewhere. If I was a child, taken to a strange and dangerous place, where would I hide? Do any of these
under the
doors
bed.
look like they've been opened recently?
The library. I mean, I spoiled it, but yeah, this room right here.
That one. Ah,
Yay.
alright.
I open the door.
Okay, yeah, it's a library.
Oh, hey, a library.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Books!
I
Knowledge!
turn away.
Secrets of the. What do you mean you turn away? Look at all this! It's a product. I'm going to fly right in and grab the first book I find and see what the title says.
Yeah, I just kind of like roll my eyes.
Oh, you're just grabbing random books?
I just start grabbing random books looking for anything that I don't have in my collection.
Yeah, these are like super like old ass books, so you probably don't know them. They're like mostly like history, some kind of like school books, a lot of like fantasy, a couple of children's books, and roll investigation for me,
Alright.
just for fun.
Alright.
I just turn to Freda and I'm like, fucking books, am I right?
I got a 7.
You look in a drawer and you find a very interesting book. It's smut. That's it.
Ew. Well,
Yeah.
I don't let us keep this sort of thing at the monastery.
Yeah.
I just quietly like put it in my sleeve.
Nice.
And then I float out and like, yeah, I'm afraid you were right. Nothing interesting in there at all. Shall we continue?
Sure. I'm gonna kick this door open.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm checking something. Okay, cool. Which door?
This one.
Cool. You look in there and it looks like a map room.
A map
Just
room.
a lot of maps.
Interesting.
Just maps of things and places.
There's no
Well,
child
about
in here?
No child, unfortunately.
I look at the maps and see if I can determine what they were for. If perhaps they were for some sort of military planning or any other sort of survey. Investigation again.
Sure.
My favorite skill. God damn it.
They're maps. That's all you get, really. They're maps.
I sort of like pick one up and turn it upside down and go, yes, I see. I have no idea what this is.
Okay, yeah, so maps, that's it. In that room.
Right.
Hey guys, there's like big doors over here.
There's also another hallway.
I'm gonna think to myself about what she said about where would you be if you were a child? And I think I would hide under the bed like a coward, and I look for stairs.
Look
But
for
I'm
stairs?
just gonna walk till I see a staircase.
Well, you go to the other side of the hall, and you just see more doors. 4 more doors.
Ugh, disgusting.
Real fake doors. Do any of these doors here look like bedrooms or anything like that, based off of the suggestion of hiding under the bed?
You can probably tell they're bedrooms, yeah.
Alright.
You don't know who they belong to, though.
Alright. I go to the nearest bedroom door, wherever that might be, and carefully, quietly slide it open.
So right here, can click please?
All
Yeah,
right.
this one right here. But alright, so you go in there, make a investigation for me, please.
Investigation. Why do I keep closing my goddamn character sheet? 11.
Alright, so you look into the room. The room it's neatly made, but it's very dusty, like it hasn't been used for like a long, long time. You look around. You don't really see much. It's just a bed. You look under the bed. Don't really see anything. No kid or anything hiding under there.
No kid, no monsters, no nothing under this bed.
Nope.
Waste of time. Okay.
I'm gonna take a deep breath and yell out, "Hey kid, where are you?"
I will immediately raise my axe.
Okay.
Wait, do we know the kid's name?
Does the kid have a name? Hold on.
Like, I
Shit.
poke my head around this corner and I'm just like, "Hey Albrecht, does the kid have a name?"
I'll let you make that up because I forgot to give the kid a name.
I'm going to do an intelligence check to see if I actually bothered to learn the kid's name or if I just rushed off the moment I heard missing kid.
Sure.
Well, his name was, it was a human name. It started with a consonant or possibly a vowel.
Evan.
That doesn't help. None of us are human.
You know,
Right.
I may have completely forgotten to ask the mother what her child's name was. I
Derek.
may have immediately run to the printing shop, made those signs, and hurriedly went to the gate, waiting for you, completely
Todd.
forgetting that very important step.
Todd. I think it's Todd.
Todd? Yes.
Todd.
Todd, are you there? Anyone
Todd.
here, Todd?
Hey
Todd.
Todd!
Todd.
Oh boy.
Oh shit, what if it's Brett?
I just sort of quietly grab my holy symbol and sort of whisper to it, "Hey, Lord Neptune, was his name Todd by any chance? Give me a sign."
Okay, so.
Hey
you don't
Zyler!
Zyla's not a human name. That's clearly gnomish.
Hunter.
Make perception, all of you, please.
Sally!
No.
I thought he was a boy.
Sally's
said-
Elvish.
You just said a human name. Not that one.
Oh boy.
What is it? Perception?
Perception.
I don't know how I got
Okay.
21.
Yeah, Marceline, you're not really paying attention, but both of you, hold on, I have to get it right there. Both of you hear a growling behind you. If you look
I
behind
turn.
you.
I turn around.
All right, and both of you see a direwolf
I run
behind you.
There was a spooky wolf.
I hit him.
That
I
must
hit
be
the
the
fuck out
of it.
dog from the painting.
Roll initiative.
Has it been? It's like pretty soon after our last combat, right?
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, so I can still be in the rage from that, or would I not be?
Let's double check how rage works.
Oh no! If my turn ends and I haven't attacked a hostile creature or taken damage, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what level you get like relentless rage, because that just means you can
Right.
rage forever, I think.
That's like 15 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Cool. And I'm not rage.
Okay.
I'm still gonna hit the fuck out of it.
All right. Initiative, I guess. That's because that's happening. Oh, I have to do the thing again. Ooh, okay. Oh, is this? Oh, this is all your old initiatives. How do I?
Should be a way to
you-
clear it.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you?
You can click that little X to just clear it
Oh,
out.
remove all turns.
Yeah. But
Okay.
also, if you open the initiative box before you tell us to roll initiative, it'll actually add what we rolled to the initiative tracker automatically.
Okay. I'll just write it in manually because I don't know how anything works. You got an 18,
No one does.
James?
I
Oh,
got an
yeah,
18.
18. And
I
you
think
got
my
12.
broom
Okay,
has
cool.
made me more fast and energetic.
Okay, and let me roll initiative for the dire wolf. What
think I
do
should
I
recommend
add anything to
flying.
initiative? I don't think. They don't have initiative, do they?
It's a D20 plus dexterity.
Yep.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
So, say got. Okay. Okay. All right. So, Albrecht, you're first.
Albrecht is first. What a delightful surprise.
Yeah.
I fly over to the wolf, to behind it. So 1, 2, 3. So that's 30 feet right behind it. And
Cool.
I lift up my massive hammer and just sort of swing down from one side of the broom, trying to smack the wolf.
Okay.
I keep closing
okay.
my. Why do I keep closing my character sheet? I swear to God.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Wow, mine. Yeah.
And
All right.
a 9?
I got a
Nah.
9.
Nah.
I'm not used to just sort of leaning over with one hand and just swinging, so it just sort of goes wide. Like, don't worry, I'll get it. I'll get it.
Anything else?
That's my turn. That's what I got.
Okay. So you see the direwolf. What should you do?
What size is
Yeah,
the
you-
direwolf, by the way?
What size is the direwolf?
Yeah.
It's pretty big. Like,
I mean, is it medium or large?
what is it? Large beast is what it says.
It should be taking up 4 squares then, actually.
Yeah.
4 squares? Oh
Yeah.
shit. Okay. Oh boy.
It's a big
4
boy.
squares. It's a big boy. Big boy. There we go.
Boy,
That's a big boy.
baby.
Wait, how did I miss it if it's that big?
Okay. Sorry, question real quick. Out of game.
Yeah.
Sure.
Pack tactics. How does that work?
Tactics?
It has advantage
so-
on an attack roll if at least one of the wolf's allies is within 5 feet of the creature. So
Don't have
if
any allies as far as we can tell, I think.
right,
As far as you can tell,
No.
I'm just asking, would that person have to be visible?
not necessarily, not as it's written.
But like they couldn't be on like the other side of a wall, could they?
I would think not.
Okay, cool. Just checking. All right, so in that case, the dire wolf will attack you because you tried to attack him. So he
Understandable.
will bite you.
And it will fail.
Will
The
it?
holy
Let's see.
armor of the storm protects me, hound.
Does a 22 hit?
The holy armor of the storm is not as actually protective as I thought it was. 22 does hit.
Okay, so you take 10 damage.
Ow.
And you have to do a strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw. Oh no.
Oh, nat 20.
That's a nat 20.
Okay, yeah, so you are fine. Cool. Yeah, you're fine.
Cool. I
But
am
you
bloodied
take 10
though.
damage. Yeah. Okay. And I think that's all the dire wolf can do. So, yeah, that's the dire wolf's turn. So, Frida.
I'm going to hit.
You.
I'm gonna hit it.
Cool.
15 to hit.
That hits.
14 damage.
Puppy.
Going to hit
Yeah.
the sweet little puppy. I'm gonna hit him again.
Oh no. Okay. Oh
14 to hit.
shit.
14 damage again.
Uh,
Ah!
Yo, you're fucking up this puppy though. Yeah, actually,
I
it,
prefer bunnies.
let me actually put his.
I admit I took you for a dog person, personally, but to each his own.
Okay. So is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Marceline.
Okay. Marceline laughs and goes, "Hey, that looks like fun." Then I'm gonna fly over the the wolf, and I'm going
Okay.
to turn into a wolf.
Okay.
Not a dire wolf, just a regular wolf.
Okay.
And drop on it and try to like hang on to it.
Oh, to hang on to the wolf.
Yeah, just like hang on to its back.
What would that be? I don't know.
Grapple check?
Yeah. Is that athletics?
Grapple is athletics, yes.
Athletics.
Okay.
Do I roll anything? I don't remember.
You
Either
roll
athletics or
against
acrobatics.
hits.
Either
Okay.
athletics or acrobatics.
Or acrobatics, yeah.
All right,
The wolf is trying to wrestle out of his grip.
and I am
Got it.
using the wolf's stats for this, so that's d20 plus. Does it have?
Would wolves be proficient in this?
It would say on the stat block. The normal wolf I know is not because I'm looking at the normal wolf stat block. I have no idea about dire wolves.
Okay.
All right, so I'm rolling a
Nah.
d20 and
I'm just not.
adding 1.
Nah.
Where is d20? D20. Ha! Nat 1.
Ooh, yeah.
Whoops.
The dire wolf got a 15, so like, yeah, he full on throws you off.
Whoops. Oh well.
Yeah. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my entire turn.
Okay. Outbreak, you're up.
Okay. How damaged does the wolf look? Does it seem to be badly hurt?
Oh, he's fucked up.
Alright. I lift my hammer, take both arms off of the broom, and just sort of let myself fall forward to try and crush the wolf's head in. Poseidon, don't fail me now.
Okay.
You haven't done a good job so far tonight, but let's crush this. 11, god
That
dang.
misses, unfortunately.
I just completely swing wide. Wow, I have not hit a single thing. What's going on? I have a +6.
With your hands off the broom, you just kind of like roll sideways until you're hanging under it.
You hear a distant, do a barrel roll.
Is that your
Marceline,
turn?
how do you steer while floating? I don't understand.
Marceline
Alright,
does
that's my
not speak
turn.
as she is currently a wolf.
That's exactly what I thought you'd say. Yeah, I'm done. I got nothing else.
Alright. So, can wolves disengage? Yeah. Can they? Yeah. Is
Yeah.
that
He
thing?
doesn't engage.
Yeah, he will disengage from all of you and start barking very loudly.
I will bark back.
I will also bark back.
I will just bare my
Oh.
teeth and growl back at it.
Feeling a bit left out, I just go, woof, woof, off.
Yeah, they just use their turn to start barking. And we'll see
Yeah.
what happens with that.
Fuck yeah, I'm barking, and I'm gonna run, and I'm gonna hit it.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is what I get for buying my hammer from the barking bin.
Hey.
21.
Marceline just does the Doge face. Since she can't do finger guns and A, she just Doge faces.
Alright, so
21 to
This-
hit, 7 damage.
20 and 7 damage.
Mm-hmm.
He is barely holding on right now. he's like
to
doing that like sad little thing where he has like one paw up and he's limping and there's just like blood everywhere.
Oh, you can't go all Great Wolf Sif on me. Oh.
I take out, in a cool maneuver, I flip out a hand axe in one hand and I bank it down on the head. 17 to hit.
That hits.
10 damage.
You see the wolf goes down and he doesn't stay there. He just kind of puffs into a black shadow and just goes into the room.
Come back, you coward.
I may be mistaken. Do wolves usually do that?
Not the ones I have killed. I'm going to chase the smoke. I don't think it's dead yet.
Oh, so you open the... Okay, so you go
Yeah.
through the door.
I bust through the door.
Okay.
I mean, the
and
door did just have a giant dire wolf come through it.
True.
I think it's pretty busted already. Unless it just like shadow traveled through the door.
I go
I
out
mean,
of my way
it
to
is
bust some more of the
He
door.
got weird shadow powers, so you don't know. So you walk into the door and you just see like a very destroyed and distraught throne room. Just like this throne room is way darker than all the other rooms. It's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Monochrome? Is that the right word? Just like
Is it
black and white kind of.
Mhm.
Yeah. Monochromatic, yeah.
Yeah. And on the throne at the end, you see a woman with like dark skin and long stringy black hair wearing a crown.
Is she hot?
Kinda.
Okay. Alright. I'll go bad about killing her. Okay. I raise up my axes. And I go, will you finally be able to finish the job? And I wait for her answer.
She looks at you all and says, "You're here to try to steal my crown."
I
Is
will
that what you want?
cease to be a wolf.
Crown? No, my dear. We're looking for a lost child. I'm so sorry to barge in on you. It was terribly wet out there in that storm, so I hope you don't mind us coming in out of the rain. That's what you say when you break into people's houses, right? And they don't prosecute you for it, right? I've never done this before.
The crown belongs to me. I'm not letting anyone take it from me.
I don't know about crown, but I'm mostly here for the death thing.
She's really not paying attention to any of you. She's just so like fixed on this crown.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about the crown. I'm just here for the house.
Wait, the house? I thought you were here for the little boy.
Nah, I'm here for the house.
I didn't know you were a real estate agent, Miss Queen.
Nah, it's my fucking house.
Oh. Oh.
She like gestures with her hand and is there like a curtain on the wall or something?
Let's say this wall right here.
All right, yeah, a curtain pulls back and there's just an M carved into the wall.
Oh. Well, I hadn't expected that.
Hey, roll initiative again, please.
Does that make this mysterious ghost woman one of those squatters I hear so much about?
Yep.
Oh, actually, make a perception. Let's do perception.
All of us?
Perception.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, 18 again.
Nat 1. That is my third
Hell
nat
yeah.
1 tonight. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Two
I
of them
wasted
on
all my nat
perception.
20s. I don't know if you guys saw it. I rolled like 2 nat 20s in a row and I was just
Like
testing
right
my
at the
rolls.
beginning, yeah.
And
That
I
was
just
so
wasted all
funny.
my good rolls. I got a 9.
I'm gonna say,
18.
Freda, you look really, really closely at her, and even though her face is kind of like sullen and gray and like kind of like fucked up, She kind of looks similar to the oldest daughter in the painting.
Is this your house?
This castle belongs to me and no one else.
Nat, see
It's
M right up there on the wall. M from Arceline.
your house, though, but it's okay. Hold on. We do. My culture does care very much about ownership rights. Whose fucking house is this? Is there does
Not
anybody
my
have
house,
a
if that
deed?
helps.
That does actually. Narrows it down. It's
Hey,
not mine.
I-
so-
I just heard that somebody had kidnapped a kid and was holding them at my old house, so I came to kick him out and get my house back.
How long
Okay.
ago was this house yours, Miss Queen?
A
Painting appears
while.
to be fairly recent.
I'm
Oh.
turning to the lady and I'm going, "Are you the girl in the painting? Is that you?"
She like kind of stares at you.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
see the self-hatred in your eyes. That's definitely you from the painting.
Ah,
Okay. Look, I
Uh,
feel weird killing somebody in their own house. So I mean, I want you to kill me really is the end goal, but I don't want the fight that will lead you there. I don't want to be the person who starts that. Somebody else do it and I'll jump in.
perhaps
yeah, what
we
was
could
your-
resolve this amicably.
too late. What was your initiative?
Oh, alright.
18.
My initiative is
18?
not good. It is probably
Okay.
gonna be less than that. Okay, no, apparently my initiative is 19.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Mine
Where's my natural
is
20s on
nat
the tab?
20.
Good God.
Wow,
Ooh,
we
okay.
both got nat 20s on initiative.
Wow.
What the hell?
Cool.
Well, Neptune never raised a quitter, but he did raise a fool or two. Alright, hands up, ma'am. Raises hammer.
Oh well, she rolled complete shit. Okay, so yeah, Marceline, you're going first.
Out of curiosity,
Yes.
you said she's wearing a crown.
Yes.
Does it look in any way similar to the Ice King's crown?
I'm so tempted to say yes, but unfortunately no.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because when you really look at the crown, it's like a perfectly like the only thing that's like in perfect condition in this house is this crown. It's like perfectly gold, but like weirdly, the crown is also like fused with bone. It's very weird looking.
But it's not fused to her head that we can see?
Doesn't look like it, no.
Okay. Alright, well, I've got some experience with evil mind controlling crowns. I almost said clowns there. So, I am no longer a wolf. I am going to...
Okay.
Wait, evil mind controlling crowns? How many of those can there be in this world?
Well, I've only dealt with one, and I don't want to deal with another one. So, I'm going to turn into a giant bat monster.
Okay.
And this is my form of dread.
Okay.
So I get
Ooh, okay.
7 temporary hit points.
Alright then.
I'm immune to fear, and once per turn when I hit
Okay.
with an attack, I can force
Ooh.
the target to make a wisdom save, and if they fail, then they are frightened until the end of
I
my
like
next
that.
turn.
Immune to fear. That is very interesting. Okay, cool.
And then I am going to leap at her with a magical bite.
Magical.
Magical.
All right.
24 to
Good
hit.
question. Is Marceline's warlock patron her father?
No, actually, it would be the vampire king, the one who
Okay.
made her into a vampire.
Right.
Yes,
All right.
her father's in there because she's a tiefling.
Ah, I see. I dig it.
So that's 24 to hit, 5 acid damage.
Okay, yeah, that definitely hits her. For some reason I forgot to write an AC, but yeah, that definitely hits.
All right, and then she has to
So
make a
5 acid.
5 acid, and she makes a wisdom save.
Okay. Wisdom save. What is her wisdom?
What is her wisdom? Save
What
now.
is her wisdom? She rolled a
Oh,
dirty
right.
20.
All right, yeah, and the DC on that is 15, by the way. So
Okay,
just
yeah,
so you're
she rolled
aware.
a 20.
Okay.
She-
So she is not frightened of me this turn.
Cool.
Oh, and I'm like all up in her space.
All up in her grill. Cool.
Well, yeah, because I just bit her.
Got it. Alright. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. What was it? Aldrich? What was your name?
Albrecht.
Albert,
Albrecht
yeah.
the absent-minded.
Go
What shall
ahead.
Albrecht do? I look at my hammer, heft it in my hands, and sigh and put it away, and pull up my holy symbol. Well, I suppose it's time for the big guns. And I point out towards her. Actually, instead of casting any sort of spell on her, I am going to bless myself and Marceline and Viking Earth chick, Freya.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Alright. And I am going to. Yeah, and I'm just going to cast it at first level. And so, everybody, whenever you take an attack or saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number to their attack roll or saving throw. Ding, ding, ding.
Hey.
Alright. And I'm just
Incidentally,
going to sort of.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just going to sort of float behind Freya and just be like, there you go, have some blessings of the sea and storm. I'll leave the fighting to you, I think. I've not been performing my best today.
Yes.
I put a picture of Marceline's bat form in the Discord, if you have not seen it.
Oh, I know it very well.
I go.
I love Adventure Time.
I say, yes, little man, hide so I may find my glory.
Glory's all yours. Glory's all yours.
Now, when I bit her, was she like ghostly or was she solid?
Oh, she's like solid.
Okay.
Like, I would give it like zombie vibes.
Okay.
Sure, yeah, I'll go with
So
that.
she's physical, not ghostly. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's all I was asking.
Cool. All right. And is that your turn?
That is my turn. I'm done.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
That's a blessing.
Freda.
Backing off.
I'm going to run at her. Hit her with my axe. 24.
Okay. Oh yeah, that 100% hits. Ooh, damn. Okay. Okay. Math.
And then after that,
Okay.
I'm going to hit her this time with the actually.
Yep.
11.
Okay. Alright,
Oh,
yeah.
and I at the end of that turn, I guess, because I forgot to do it before, I'm going to rage.
Hey, nice.
Why won't you kill me?
And that's your turn?
Yes.
You see Albrecht just sort of lean away from you, a little bit more scared of you now than the undead.
Alright, so it is now her turn. So she will okay. Yeah. So she will do. Where is everyone standing? Marceline and Freda, that's considered 5 feet from each other, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he looks over to Freda. Wait, hold on. When you're in a rage, what does that do for you? I'm trying to remember.
I get to have resistance to most types of damage.
To bludgeoning,
Okay.
piercing, and slashing. Although I don't know what type of barbarian you are, actually, so. Could be.
Yeah.
And when you're in a rage, you can't be charmed, right?
That is not a
That's
thing.
not
No,
a
I
thing?
can't cast or concentrate on spells.
Okay.
That's it.
Got it. Okay. So yeah, she'll look at you and like stare deep into your eyes, and you need to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Going to go well.
Yeah.
Oh, 14.
Okay.
And you can add a d4 to that,
True.
Yeah.
because you're blessed.
Actually, that's probably going to be a good idea.
16.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, you pass it.
Okay, cool.
The spell does not work on you. All right. And in that case, since her spell didn't work, she will, as a bonus action, disappear into the shadows.
Cool.
And kind of pop up right over here. No attack of opportunity or anything.
Right.
Yeah, and that's her turn.
Alright. If she has lair actions, this is when they would trigger.
Oh shit, yeah. I thought layer actions was initiative 20. Is that not a thing?
Yeah, but it just says at the top of the round.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
because it's basically like rolling a natural 20 on initiative. I'd say it just goes before anybody else.
Got it. And are you? It's only 2 of you in the room.
Yes.
I am not in the room. I am just floating outside the room, just sort of peeking my head in to throw spells or whatever.
And Marceline, you're. Oh wait, are you on the ground right now in your bat form, or are you flying?
I am on the ground right now.
Okay, I need you and Freda to make a dexterity saving throw then.
Okay.
Yeah.
14 plus 4, so 18.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, both of you do not go prone when there's a sudden earthquake that like shakes around. Ooh. So yeah, you all hold on tight. So yeah, Marceline, go ahead.
Okay.
Actually, at this, you see my face go purple with rage, and I pull my hammer out again. You foul witch! You dare use the power of my Lord Poseidon against us? I shall break your skull upon my hammer for that!
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, I look surprisingly pissed.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Earthquakes are my god's job, damn it.
Okay. So I will. This is not a bonus action, is it? No, it's not. Okay. Alright. I am going to point at her and some like dark energy is going to go from me into her as I hex her.
Ooh. Okay, you put this person. Okay.
And I'll say she has disadvantage on I don't know, let's say dexterity checks? Sure. Why not? I don't know how much.
So it'll just be on, but the thing is, it's only on checks, not saves.
Correct. It's just checks.
Okay.
Not saves, not attacks. So I don't know how useful it is in combat. and then I'm going to fly at her,
Okay.
and I'm going to magically bite her again.
Hey.
With an extra D4.
That barely hits her.
14 to hit.
Luckily, she got no dexterity, so her AC's not very high.
Okay, so 14 hit. That's 6 acid damage plus a D6 of
Okay.
necrotic from Hex. So that's 10 damage. And I'm also going to use my Harvest Scythe to add a D10 of necrotic.
Cool.
So that's 16 total.
So 10 of that's necrotic.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, well, she is resistant to necrotic. So
Unfortunate.
that turns into 5. Yay!
Still did 11 damage.
That's still pretty good, yeah. 11 damage. Oop, that's not what I wanted. How do hit points work? Okay, there it is.
And I will be flying now.
Cool. All right, and that's your turn.
Yes. Although you'll note that instead of the effortless floating that she was doing before, now she's actually flapping her wings.
Got it. Okay. All right. The next is you, James.
All right. Lifting my hammer high, I fly quickly over to her, swinging it wildly, desperate to strike even one blow against this hated enemy of my god, who would steal his own domain against his servants. I strike true this time, definitely not missing.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's it.
Why is my damage roll not going? Come on, damage roll. Hey.
If you press the press on the thing and it should roll damage, I think.
On the name in the chat. The name Warhammer 2.
The name. Yeah. Okay. 8 damage.
Yeah.
And is that just normal like bludgeoning?
It is holy damage. It is a holy mace, if that's alright.
It's so radiant?
Oh, radiant damage, yeah.
Okay, cool. That fucks her up a lot, actually. It's not done much this
entire time.
That super fucks her up, just letting you know.
It is my one good thing in this entire build, besides spells.
Yeah, okay, math. Hold on, sorry. I'm bad at math. Give me a sec.
You're good?
Yeah, okay. Cool. Yes, that's what I want. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay. She's a little fucked up. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Cool.
You wield the powers of the darkness, of the earth. Neither of these are acceptable. Foul witch.
Okay. And, I guess, yeah, Frida, that's your turn.
Cool.
Yeah.
This will be Albert's only moment of badass.
Natural runs the rest of the night.
Oh yeah.
I am going to walk over and hit her.
Okay.
One trick pony, but damn, it's a good trick. Hit.
Yep. 100%.
16 damage.
Okay. Oh shit.
How's she looking? She looking bad?
Pretty bad.
Okay. I'm going to hit her one more time.
Jesus Christ.
22
dude.
to hit.
Okay.
And another 16 damage.
Ah, Jesus. Okay.
Also, don't forget you are blessed. You can add to your D4, which I forgot to do.
Just 2 attacks, though.
Just to attack.
Yeah, they already
attacks and saves.
So.
Yeah, probably might really come up, but you never know.
Wish she had a higher dexterity, but she doesn't. Damn. Dear God. Okay. Oh, why do I suck? Okay. Okay, cool. And that's it?
Alright.
Yeah, that's all I can really do.
Alright. So she is surrounded by you. So she will grab. What was she doing? Just fucked. Okay. Cool.
Cool.
What do I do for this? Okay. Okay. She will grab you. I'm so bad with names.
Albrecht.
James, what's the name? Albrecht. Why is that
Albrecht.
so hard to remember?
It's named after the dwarf from the Ring Cycle.
I'm sorry. I'm bad with names.
You're good.
It's hot in this room. I can't remember.
This is why
anything.
I often will refer to them as like, oh, Dan, you do this thing, because I just always forget names in midstream.
Oh.
I just like weird names.
Yes, Fergie, yes.
Oh yes, the SS Fergalicious.
Oh, I'd forgotten about the Fergalicious. Yes.
God damn it! I forgot what I added to spell rolls.
There's
like
spell casting modifier.
A melee spell attack.
Yeah.
Depends on what they use to cast. Do they use charisma, intelligence, or wisdom?
I kind of based her off a sorcerer. What a sorcerer's use?
Charisma. So it would be their charisma plus their proficiency bonus.
Charisma plus proficiency.
Yep.
Okay. So that is a charisma proficiency 21 to hit you.
Oh,
Albrecht.
me? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, to hit you, yeah, Albrecht.
Oh, that 100% hits me. Oh, yes.
Oh, lovely. And that does how much damage? So that will be, what is the dice right there? Up. 8 damage to you.
8 damage. You know, in retrospect, I should have healed.
Yeah.
Wait, are you unconscious now?
No, I am at 8 hit points left.
Oh, lovely. Yeah. And
I've been taking a beating.
yeah.
And now for her second attack against you.
Wait, I can only do one spell, right? Yeah, one spell per action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unless she's got like multi-attack or something.
Fuck, I got legendary actions. I completely forgot.
That's true.
God
you can
damn
use
it.
those to really screw with us.
Can I use that during my turn or after my turn?
It's at the end of somebody else's turn.
Yep.
End of someone else's turn. Okay, so she'll just use her bonus action to do that weird shadow thing she did earlier and get away from all of you. Or try to. Actually, I wonder how far can she get away?
You see me clutch my arm, which is just bleeding from a huge wound, and I go, that's against the rules, you coward.
Unoccupied space you can see. Okay.
Very simple. You stand there, we hit you.
So she goes to this corner now. And that is her. Okay, she'll use her bonus action to go there, and then use her movement to go out the door. Yeah, we'll say that. So, yeah, go out the door, and that's her turn.
Does she still get lair actions if she's not in the room?
No, I don't think is that how it works? It like if she's not in the room, it just doesn't happen.
I would say no, because she can't exert her control on the lair necessarily. Unless it's just like a passive effect that's just always in that lair.
Yeah.
No.
It also depends on if the lair is the room or the entire house, or just the room she's in. So that's up to you.
That is a fair point. Yeah.
It would be just the room, so I'm just gonna say nothing happens.
Okay. Seeing that she is getting away, I will hiss in annoyance. I just want to see how far that is. Yes, I can reach her. Excellent. Okay.
Ooh.
So I'm going to fly after her. Actually, can I? That was only 20 feet, right?
I think so, yeah.
Then I'm actually gonna fly over her and land in front of her.
Okay.
Uh, and then I'm going
blocking her
to,
escape.
and then I'm gonna, magically bite her again.
Cool.
Oh, Ulrich, you have to make a concentration check.
Oh, I do. That is true.
Oh,
That
yeah,
is-
because you took damage. Well, it's
I
only a
did.
10 DC, right?
Yeah, DC 10 con save.
On save.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're good.
All right, I'm good.
And actually, I think you get your bless to that too, don't you?
I do. That is true.
Because you blessed
Oh, nice.
yourself.
I did bless myself.
All right, so
Bless
I'm
yourself
gonna
before you wreck yourself.
magical bite her. So 19 to hit
Fuck, okay.
for 12 acid damage and uh, 5 necrotic, although that's reduced by her resistance.
Oh, no. Is that rounded up or down?
I'm not sure, James.
Rounded down. Rounded down for resistance. So a 5 becomes a 2.
Ugh. Fuck, okay.
And because I'm in my form of dread, I'll force her to make a wisdom save to avoid being frightened.
Bitch tits. Wisdom?
Yeah. DC is, I want to say 15. Yes, 15.
Oh, fuck. Yep, jeez. No. It's a 5.
So she is frightened, which means so she's frightened of me until the end of my next turn, I believe. Which is, let me just check that. Until the end of my next turn, she has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while I'm in her line of sight, and she cannot move. She cannot willingly move closer to me.
Okay.
Doesn't mean she has to run
Neither-
away. It just means she can't move closer to me, and she has disadvantage on ability checks and attacks.
Oh, she's gonna run away, dude.
Okay.
She's running away. With legendary actions, can she? Is that just an action, or can she use a bonus action ability with that?
That's
You
actually
usually,
entirely up to you.
yeah, you
but,
usually have set actions, set things you can do as legendary actions.
I don't know.
For example, a legendary beholder might be able to just shoot off one of its eye rays as a action, as a legendary action, for example.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could choose just like she's able to use one of her abilities or make a free attack or anything that you can think of that she would do in this situation.
Or even just shadow travel.
Or even just do her whoop.
Or even just move, yeah.
Just okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She's gonna use a legendary action to get the fuck out. Where's the roller thing? Okay. Okay. She will. Oh, that's not what I want. She will use her action to. Oh, here. Pop into there.
And she's shadow traveling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shadow Walk is the ability, I think it's called.
Okay.
I stole it from someone. I don't know.
I'm just saying so I don't get an attack of opportunity on that.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, not.
Okay. I'll just
Wow,
yell, guys, she's
going-
getting away!
Dude, I was not expecting it to go this way. Jesus.
I told you, challenge rating is a complete lie.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought. God, I got rid of so many spells just because. Okay, cool. So yep. Who's Marceline? You good?
Yeah, it's my turn.
Cool. James.
Albert, alright.
Yeah.
I'm going to fly. 1, 2, 3. I see her from here. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you can see her.
And she is
Oh.
basically running, right? Or is she doing her shadow walk thing?
She shadow walked.
She's shocked. All right.
Yeah.
So I get the impression that this is a magical ability or just some sort of like intrinsic ability of hers. Can I do like an Arcana check to figure out if this is like some effect of the crown or just some ability she has?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. See if I can identify the source of this shadow magic. Arcana. What do you think about it too?
Clue. You have no fucking clue, dude.
I apply my mind trying to figure out what it is, and then finally say, oh, what the hell. And I'm going to cast Hold Person upon her.
Ooh, nice.
I'm going to cast it at 3rd level. Oh, wait, no, that's additional. I'm going to cast it at 2nd level, because it doesn't make a difference.
Cool.
She must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed.
What is she trying to beat?
She's trying to beat a 15.
Yep. Oh, fuck. Yeah, she's held.
Oh, no, this is probably a place where you could use a legendary resistance on her and just have her automatically
shit, yeah. Oh, fuck, I completely forgot.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
I can still use it even though after I rolled.
That's often what I do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool, yeah. So, no, that doesn't happen. Fuck you.
She cast off Poseidon's power like it was nothing. This creature must be destroyed. No matter what our original mission here is, this thing does not deserve to exist. Barbarian, destroy it if you can, or let it destroy you if you must.
That does remind me. Where's the fucking kid? Did we? Shit.
Oh, right.
Y'all never found the kid. You don't know where the hell she has him, or what she'll do to him. You don't know.
We don't even know if she has him.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Okay, well, till we get proof, I'm just going to try to hit her more once it's my turn.
Oh yeah, is that your turn?
I'm done, yeah.
Okay. Yep, go ahead. Your turn.
God, that's not a concentration spell.
What is it?
Hold person?
No, it's not. I don't know why.
Really?
I can get there! Ha 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 ha. I love being a barbarian.
Oh, no, it is.
Point.
I lied. I forgot to put concentration on there. Yeah.
So we are no longer blessed.
Since it's... Okay,
I accidentally canceled the blessing I placed upon you all. Oops.
That's okay.
That's fine.
Nice.
I'm going to hit her with my axe.
Hey. Fuck, okay.
15.
She is... Yeah. Just gone.
Oh, wow.
I didn't give her enough points.
I run up behind her as she's fleeing, and I take out my axe, and I just slam it down and cleave her in twain.
Cool.
Haha, laughing. Laughing, but like not in a happy way, in a like kind of crazy and a little bit upset way.
Yeah.
Just like, of course it wouldn't be strong enough to kill me.
All right.
I just sort of float up beside you and sort of awkwardly, gently pat you on the back.
I bite.
Oh, careful there. You almost got my fingies.
I come flying around the corner, because, again, I haven't seen that this happened. I'll attack you.
You'll attack me.
I was gonna say...
Damn, only 9. No, attacking Freda.
Okay, cool.
I swat you away. Just go. No. It must be gained in real worthy combat.
All right, just trying to help, and I'll
I
dissolve
know.
my bat form will dissolve, and I'll become
I know.
Marceline again.
Oh yeah. As
Thank
you
you. I
tell her, the
appreciate the
whole
thought.
the whole castle starts to shake.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Yeah.
that's always a good sign.
I'm gonna
Uh,
start just kicking in doors in the hallway, and just going down the
Okay.
hallway and kicking in
I kick
doors.
in this door here while she gets the doors on this side.
Okay, so in that
Dick.
door, get rid of that paper because we don't need that anymore. Well, shit. What is that room? I forgot. Fuck, what was that room? Am I forgetting anything? Shit. Okay, I've kind of forgot what that room
I
was.
think that was the extra room that I accidentally added to the map.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's just empty.
It's a fake
Nothing.
door.
Real
It's a
fake
fake
door.
door.
It's a wall painted to look like a door. You just hurt your foot.
Yeah, I kick
Yes.
it in and then nothing happens. That usually works. Oh well.
Yeah. Alright, and you're kicking in this door too?
All of them.
Alright,
Yes.
yeah, so you go into all of these rooms and are you just looking through them or are you just looking at them?
Do I find a child?
Nope.
I'm
Do
going
I?
to do a perception check
Nope.
just for. I'm going to do a perception check for any sort of crying or noise of any sort. There must be some sign that he's here.
Oh, you're gonna have to roll pretty fucking high. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'll do it too, I guess.
Okay.
I
I'll
have the
go
I
around to
can.
this door.
I have the ears of a
Okay.
fox and the eyes of a hawk.
Okay,
22.
okay.
I got a
You
14.
hear very, very muffled screaming coming from downstairs.
Downstairs.
I immediately, I guess, run down to the main foyer.
And Marceline, that is an office you're in.
All right. No more doors on this
Yeah.
side.
No doors. There's a cool sword though, behind the desk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool. Pick it up.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm gonna punch the painting. Is
Yeah. You punch the painting. It's just a wall.
okay?
Damn, that's what I was gonna do too.
Okay,
Just go. Oh
um,
shit! Does it keep
is
my
there-
rage going? Does the damage I take from that keep my rage going?
Oh, there is another door.
Sure.
Cool.
Where? Oh, here.
Yeah.
This is just
Oh,
another
yeah, okay.
bedroom.
Okay.
Like
No
a.
sign of
Okay.
anything.
I run
Uh,
down into the room that I was in before.
Okay.
Is it
Give me
louder?
another perception check.
While she's doing that, you see me just sort of trying to patch up the paint. I just sort of pat the big hole closed, like, this was an original Vermeer. I say, how barbaric.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah. You don't notice anything.
All right.
I'm
Well,
gonna.
I
I
guess
like
the
how
kid's.
this is the hardest thing.
I guess the kid's gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh. I'll say, hey, you, priest guy. Do you have anything of the kids?
Do I, City, have anything of the kids? Did I get anything from the mother?
I don't know.
That's up for you to decide.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, considering you didn't even bother to learn his name.
Admittedly, I probably should have seen about getting some sort of
Literally,
identifier.
I just labeled him as boy. I will be honest with you.
All right. Well, you've at least
Boy.
been in contact with the mother, right?
I have been in contact with her. I have her
Okay.
address.
Okay, then
Yeah.
I'm going to turn into a wolf again
Okay.
and see if I can use the scent of the mother to track the boy.
Okay.
I smell like his mother. I see me pat down my robe.
Let's say since it's smell and you're a wolf, perception with advantage.
Yep.
Is that how that works?
Yep.
Yep,
Cool.
absolutely.
All right. So
Yeah.
and that uses my soft stats, right? My mental stats still. Wild shape.
I probably.
I think so.
Let me just check to be sure.
Yeah, I think wild shape doesn't
Yes,
change
uses
your
my
stats.
intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Yeah.
So that is my perception with advantage. 22.
Oh shit. Okay, so you look around, and right here behind the stairs, you see a secret door.
Oh.
Ow.
Yeah.
I go over and I like paw at it.
Okay, so you kind of paw at the door, and it opens. Do you go down?
Yes.
I
Okay.
follow.
I follow close
All
behind.
right.
As we go down, I'm going to spend a spell slot to get some hit points back by casting Cure Wounds on myself.
Got it. Um.
I'm gonna try to go in front of the dwarf.
Okay.
Be a little bit of a wall.
Okay.
I will hold up the back in case anything jumps us from behind.
All right, so you go down the stairs and into a little dungeon. Yeah. Give me This is going to be a very low DC, but another perception, just cause it's funny.
16.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. You look around in the dark room, and
Perception.
under the bench, you see a little boy.
I run over with covered in blood and holding axes. And I say, "It's okay.
Oh, I
Come
didn't
with
have your
me
characters
now."
and shit. Sorry. I
You can
don't know
just
how this works.
you can just drag click and copy them from the other page, and then just right click paste them on this page if that helps.
Okay. So copy paste. Copy.
I'm going to also run over as a wolf.
I just say, "Come with me now."
Come with me if you want to live.
You see, when you go to him, he has chains wrapped around him.
I break them with my strength.
Athletics.
Cool. 15.
While she's doing that, I'm going to try to comfort the boy and calm him down. Don't worry, your mother sent us, Mr. Boy.
Problem is, when you try to pull him, they get tighter around him.
Okay, where are they anchored in the wall?
Like right behind
Is it
him.
like one
Got
point?
it.
Okay. I'm literally just gonna like try to freaking hit the wall around where the chains are anchored. So I'm like not hitting the chains or anything. I'm hitting literally like the brick in the wall where they're anchored. Just trying to smash it.
Okay. Another athletics, I guess. Okay. Roll to attack the wall.
That'd be unarmed strike, I guess.
Are
you're
you
just
using the
your
axe?
hands? Yeah. Are you using the axe or your
hefty thing.
hands?
I get the same bonus to each, so I guess I'll just.
The axe would probably do more damage, though.
True.
I somehow say as I'm still a wolf.
24.
I'm very good at pantomime.
Damage.
That's it's a cobblestone wall. How much damage? I don't know.
And I am made of metal.
True.
To be fair.
I'll say you.
I mean, if it doesn't work the first time, I would literally just keep hitting until it crumbles.
I'll say you're getting there. You just need to hit it like a couple more times. Yeah, go ahead. Damage.
It's gonna be 5 every time.
Okay, yeah. So you eventually, after a little bit, get him out. He's still in the chains, but you got a chunk of the wall out.
Is the house still shaking?
Oh yeah. It's shaking, and you can hear behind you that shit is collapsing.
Okay, I'm just going to once the brick that the chains were secured into is dust, and I assume it means the base of the chains are like free. I'm just lifting the child, chains and all, onto the back of the wolf, and I slap the wolf's ass, and I say, "Go!"
Okay.
Wait, he's riding on me?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay. All right, that's fine. Yeah, so we're going out.
Okay, cool. For the fun of it, everyone make a dexterity save.
All right.
Yeah.
That's my best stat.
Yay.
Is this against falling rocks by any chance?
Yes.
Can I try something else?
I actually have advantage.
What do you want to try? What are you trying to do?
So just if this doesn't work, that's fine. I can just do a dexterity save instead. But I would like to cease to be a wolf, pull out my guitar, and thunderwave the rocks.
So to go out of your wild shape, is that just like an action or a bonus action, or what?
It's a bonus action. It's a bonus action to cease to be a wolf. It's an action to thunderwave.
And thunderwave is what now?
That's a Constitution save, does thunder damage, and pushes things back.
It does say unsecured objects would push 5 feet.
Right.
How about making like a straight dex check to see if you're fast enough?
Sure.
To do that?
Yeah, okay. I can do that. Now, would I use mine for that or the wolf's? Because I am wild shaped.
Since you went out of wild shape, I would say use your own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh.
That does not work. Fair enough.
And since you got a natural one, just to fuck with you, dexterity.
Do I even get to make a dexterity save anymore?
How about dexterity save with disadvantage?
Sure.
Just because I'm nice.
How about I make a dexterity save to try to throw the kid away?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Save the kid.
Is this still with disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay. 6.
Oh boy. Nah.
Wow.
The kid like fully eats shit. Like 5 feet in front of you.
Okay. I roll my eyes and go up and just grab the kid myself.
Am I crushed by falling rocks?
Okay. What do I roll for falling rocks? What damage is? How much damage is that?
Whatever you wish. A dream is a wish you'll
falling
grant.
objects for objects weighing. The object deals. Okay.
The rough estimate I'm seeing is 66 bludgeoning damage.
66. Nice.
66?
Okay. 17 damage.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah. I rolled pretty shit.
I hop off the broom and land next to Marceline. I hand it to you, Freya, and say, "Get him out of here. I'll try to keep the vampire queen alive, and we'll see if we can follow."
I'm fine, dude.
I push the broom back because I can't fly it, and I just grab the kid, toss him, like, sort of hold, like, I'm sure that there's a better way to describe this, but like when you're cradling a purse in a rainstorm, like, just,
okay, yeah,
like
if the purse is more expensive than your outfit, you cradle in a rainstorm and just linebacker through it, just absolute like Michael Orr going for it.
Did I spend a spell slot on that Thunderwave, or did it just not even go off?
I think it like fizzled out, so.
Okay, so I'll use up the slot.
Yeah.
Okay, so am I like pinned under rocks or something?
Yeah, yeah, you are.
Okay, then.
You're like near the exit though, but you're like stuck.
Okay,
So
well,
if you want to do like
I'm gonna
strength or something,
thunder wave the
Or-
rocks.
that works too. Sure.
So I will.
I don't think rocks make a saving throw, so you're good.
So they're just blasted away. Yeah. So I just strum a power chord on my guitar, blast the rocks away, and then float out the door.
Cool.
I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
dwarf dude, are you coming?
Did I get hit by the rocks?
Oh, what was your dexterity save? I didn't say that.
It was
Oh,
a
6. Oh yeah, you also take 17 damage.
Oh yeah, you're also fucked up.
Yeah.
Are you conscious anymore?
I am because I healed myself 16.
Oh, okay.
Good.
I am at 7.
Cool. Nice.
I hop back on the broom and float along behind, sort of feathers ruffled, broken arm hanging limply at my side. Okay.
Alright, and so you are outside of the castle with the boys still chained up. Do you want to try to take the chains off of him, or are you gonna that be someone else's problem?
I put the child down and I walk a few paces away and I fall to my knees and I roar in anguish at the sky that I live another day.
As she's doing this, I'll try to bite her.
Okay.
Bite.
Oh, it hits.
Ooh, 3 damage.
Great. A tear leaves my eye as I say, "You honor me, but I cannot accept this death. It is not natural. It is not organic."
I tried.
You need free range death. I've got you.
Yeah. Non-GMO death.
Non-GMO death. Oh my god.
While this is going on, I'm going to perform a religion check to see if I know of any rituals that might free him from the chains, if this is some dark magic that I might be familiar with.
I think they're just chains, bro.
They're chains. That's it. That's all
Impossible.
you're getting off of
Everyone knows that chains have very important religious significance in, like, I don't know, like 5 religions? Surely this must be involved in one of them. Quick, somebody get me my hand axe, a chicken, and about 3 pounds of bitter leaf. We must perform the ritual of freeing.
So is my house like collapsed now?
Oh yeah, it's fucked.
God damn it.
That shit's gone.
I kind of kick the rubble. I'm like, fine. Never really liked that house anyway.
It was a bit of a wreck.
To be fair, you didn't live there anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say you're over outside. Alright, so you're gonna are you trying to take the chains off? Is that what's happening, or what's happening right now?
I don't know. I feel like that's not my problem.
Yeah, I think that's somebody else's problem.
I mean, surely the mother can take care of that, right? I'm not this child's guardian. What's your name, kid?
Take him to a blacksmith or something.
Hey, what's your name?
Your name isn't Todd by any chance, is it?
No.
What is it? Are you good, I guess? Do you want to hold an axe? Is that comforting?
He just fully passes out.
Oh dear.
Well.
From all the stress, he just full on passes. He like
the
drops.
lengths you'll go to avoid thinking of a name for this man. What's your name? Oh, he
I was
passes
thinking
out.
so hard, and I'm just like, no. Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
we'll
like
go
a-
by. I think we should go by
Unconscious
old dwarven traditions and name him Sleepy.
I'm
Sounds good.
I'm just picturing this from Fairly Odd Parents. He's like, well, my name is Truck Passes By, but everybody calls me Boy.
Boy.
All right. Well,
Alright, so
I
you're
say
gonna
we
take.
take him back into town and leave the rest of the details to the parents to figure out.
Alright. So,
Just
I
drop him
assume you're
off
gonna.
on the front porch.
I assume you're just gonna go right to the mother's house.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go to the mother's house, and she opens the door to see an unconscious boy in chains in your arms, and she's just like, "What the fuck happened?"
Incidentally, if it is now daytime, I'm wearing a very large sun hat and very long gloves.
By now, the sun is like maybe barely peeking out.
Alright, then I'll still put the stuff on, just because it's going to be morning.
Yeah.
Our task is completed, miss. Your dear child has been returned to you mostly in one piece. The terrible creature that stole him from you has been destroyed. As far as we know, there should be no more trouble for you or your brood.
She just kind of like takes her son into her arms, and she like is like horrified by the way like he's like just like unconscious, like barely hanging on, and just chained up in like these weird chains with like runes on him. And she's
But
like,
breathing. But breathing.
she
Hey,
asks you, she'll.
we found him like that.
It's true. We did. We
That
found him like that. That
That-
wasn't. We didn't do that.
that kid was like that when we got there.
Yeah. Actually, it was worse because he was chained. They were in a wall. It was chained to a wall, and we actually made that not the case. He was under a bench, or maybe on the bench. Either way, not good.
He was in a
You're
basement.
welcome.
Do you know how to take the off?
No.
Hannah is
And I
very
will
traditional.
say,
Yeah, I mean,
when
we're
we
not
tried-
locksmiths. Take him to a blacksmith or something.
I will say when we tried, they got small. Can I look at the chains? And I don't know, being made of metal. Can I tell anything about them? Do I make a genasi check? I don't know.
Arcana, I guess. They're
Oh, great.
magical, kinda. I don't know.
Oh, that
Which
reminds
is
me.
no good.
13. I don't know. I made myself have advantage of that.
That reminds me. Is the sword that I found special in any way?
Let's see what
Oh,
looks cool.
Cool.
You got. Let's look at magical swords.
I didn't mean to interrupt. You can continue with Leanna.
No, you're good. Okay. So she kind of reluctantly gives you the gold. Like she's happy that she has her son, but she's like horrified about like his like physical appearance right now.
If it helps, ma'am, I should have one more healing spell in me if you would allow me to lay my hands upon your son and heal his wounds.
Phrasing, dude.
She'll allow you to do that. And I'll say your sword is like a +1 sword. I don't know.
I heal a single hit point. You see like a tiny scratch on his cheek just close up.
It adds your spellcasting modifier. It adds your wisdom.
Oh, you're right.
How much wisdom you got?
Okay, I heal 4 hit points.
Okay, pretty decent.
It's all right. He's a little bit better off than he was before, I assume.
Hey, Freda,
Mm-hmm.
your battle axe there. Is
Yes.
it magical?
No.
Do you think?
My hands might be because I'm a rock that's alive. So it could be that
Do you
if I
think?
just punch it, I don't know.
Do you think maybe you could cut through the chains with a magical battle axe?
Yeah.
I'll hold out my guitar.
Fuck
Try
yes.
try this.
I take a moment to hold the weapon that I try to commune with it spiritually, and which just means holding it in my hands and going, "This is an axe. This is an axe. This is an axe."
It is a magical axe.
This is a magical axe. This is a magical axe. And then I turn around and swing, and I hit the chains.
That was
Make
great time.
another
Yeah, that was a well-timed
attack?
clap of thunder.
I guess.
Well, then. Let's try again. This time is 16.
The mom's just letting this happen.
Yeah. I mean, what you gonna do? I'm a giant woman with an axe. What you gonna do? Stop me?
So,
When you put it like that.
That
there's
doesn't work. I'll hit it again.
what's magical? Okay.
25
Ooh.
to hit.
So with that last hit, it looks like you actually like ding it up a little bit. Maybe one more hit can do it. So one more shot.
Wait, what did you say?
Oh, I just said maybe like that last hit actually seemed to do some damage. Maybe you want to give it one more
Okay.
try.
Okay. 18. And then I'll give it another one for good measure.
Oh yeah, definitely. You see that the chain falls apart with that last hit, and like when you cut like one end of the chain, it just kind of dissolves and goes away.
I told you it was a magical chain of unholiness.
I have dominated it.
So kind of slightly thankful and also scared of you guys. She kind of just throws the gold in front of you and kind of just locks her door.
Well, I think that was a fairly successful expedition, don't you all?
Sure.
I may
I'll
not have
pick up the gold.
gotten the death I wanted, but I feel like I won some glory today. So I'm happy.
Can I get my axe back?
Oh yes, I kiss it before I hand it back.
I'll sling it over my shoulder. All right, now who wants some gold?
I'll take some.
Oh, I suppose I should have a little. I do need to get food or something. I tell you what, barbarian. If you are looking for a good death, perhaps you would like to follow me into the Darklands. I have apparently not very good job as a psychopomp. I haven't brought any spirits to rest yet. Very disappointing. And I seem to constantly be getting myself into danger, so perhaps if you stand between me and the danger, it'll kill you first. What do you think?
That is the kindest offer anyone has ever given me. Yes, I will do this thing with you.
Ah, very good, very good. I could use a meat shield. I mean, bodyguard. Huh. What about you,
That's
Vampire
a cool
Queen?
ass nickname.
Fraser the meat shield.
Meat shield Alfreda.
I'm going to look up what meat shield is in Old Norse.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. I got nothing better to do. I'll tag along.
All right.
And yeah, that's it.
And as we leave,
don't
I'm
know
gonna
what else
turn
to
to.
do.
As we leave, I'll turn to Albrecht and be like, "So you said different names. Is your god Neptune or Poseidon?"
It depends on if I'm feeling more Greek or Roman. No, varies with the mood.
Huh. Okay.